me bleeding till I can't breathe, shaking, falling onto my knees. And now that I'm without your girl, you the one I want to hold it. And if you want me, girl, you got me. Hey, hey, hey. When I love someone, I'm having a all the way. Hey, hey, hey. You know I'm the one that take you all the way.
Alright, so what you want to start doing is taking everything out of the frame and using the picture it comes with, trace out the cardstock and cut it out. And then what I did is I took the glass out just so I wouldn't have a glare in my picture, and all you have to do is put everything back together and you are done. It is very simple and very, very cute.
You come around eventually. Hey, hey, hey. When I love someone, I'm loving all the way.
Alright, so the only difference to this DIY is that I painted the picture frame because it was very old, so I wanted to make it more of my taste. And the cardstock is actually a calendar, which I found at my local craft store. And yeah, I did everything I did in my last DIY, and that's pretty much it for it. It's very simple, and I really love how it came out because it's reusable and I can use it all year round.
You got a perfect one, so put it on me. Swear it won't take you long if you love me right. On with fire and gold in our eyes, eyes. With fire and gold in our eyes, eyes. Got lightning in a bottle, hands on the throttle. Even in the dark we shine. With fire and gold in our eyes.
Alright, so what you want to start doing is rolling up the magazine and putting it into the paper towel roll. It may take you a couple tries, but you will get there, I promise. Alright, so now you want to start measuring out the fabric. Trust me, this will help you out in the long run because you don't have to worry about it being too small or too big. It'll just fit perfectly. Alright, so after you're done cutting up your fabric piece, you want to start gluing. I use tacky glue just because I think it works way better with fabrics, but you can use a hot glue gun if you would like. And as you guys can tell, the way I glued it is from the edge and then I just rolled it up. And this really helped because I didn't have to use a lot of the glue, I just glued the edges of it. However, if you do want a cleaner edge, you could do what I'm doing right here. And I just like folded in the raw edge, and yeah, I only did that because I'm a perfectionist, but that's optional. Okay, so what I think is the hardest part of this DIY is trying to glue the edges, but the best way I figured out is to glue it from the inside, and that way it will give you clean edges and no hassle. And now you just want to attach it to the candle holder, and that's where I use my hot glue gun. And seriously guys, I love this DIY. It is great for organizing my watches and it makes them look so cute. Alright, so what you want to start doing is rolling up your yarn. I use the mason jar lid just because that was the simplest way for me to do the pom-pom, but you could obviously find simpler ways. But yeah, I rolled it up a couple times and then I tied it with another piece of yarn, and I did this very tightly because you don't want the pom-pom to fall apart. And yeah, I rolled it up a couple more times and then I tied it once again, and then I tied it with a longer piece, and this is just to attach it to the blanket. And then you want to start cutting up the yarn, and this is where the mason jar came in handy because I just cut through the middle and I got the perfect little fluffy pom-pom. Alright, so using a pair of scissors, I cut a hole, and I did this to the edges and the middle of the blanket. So to attach the pom-pom to the blanket, you want to thread the long string through the hole and then do a couple knots, I would say about 2 or 3, and that should keep your pom-pom very secure. So after you've attached all your pom-poms to your blanket is complete and ready to look cute on your bed or your couch. Trust me, it is so cute.
You got me spinning, you got me going crazy, and I'm feeling so electrified. You got me burning. We go on every night, stay up till the sunlight. Tick-tock, taking our time, it's alright, alright. Turn on, kick it and drive, can't stop living so high. It's the time of our life, it's alright, alright.
Alright, so the first thing you want to do is fold your parachute cord to the middle and measure out, I would say about 6 inches. I put 8, but 8 inches ended up being too big. So after you've measured it out, you want to start tying your knots to both of the edges of your bucket. And this one I'm showing you that I'm doing it by myself, and then I needed a little bit of assistance for this first bucket, so I had Jasmine help me. But after that, I was able to do the rest by myself. So after you're done with your first bucket, you want to do the exact same thing to the rest of the buckets. I used 4 of them. You can use however many you want, but again, you want to space them out evenly and then just tie your knots, and that's about it. It seriously seems like it's a hard DIY, but it's seriously one of the easiest in my opinion. Okay, so now you want to hot glue your knots to the bucket, and this will keep your stuff from falling or not staying in place. Lastly, you want to cut off the excess parachute cord, and then your DIY is complete. This has seriously helped me a lot with organizing. A lot of my stuff from my dresser is gone now because of this, and I love it. Alright, so this next DIY isn't really considered a DIY because I just used the leftover buckets and push pins. It's more of a method of organizing, and what Jasmine did is she used a ruler to space out the buckets, and that's pretty much it. That's why I said it's not a DIY, because it's seriously so simple. But I just really wanted to share it with you guys because seriously, it makes my desk look a billion times better. My pens, highlighters, and markers are way more organized, and they're so easy to reach for. And yeah, I really think it really brings my desk together, and I can't get enough of the print and the colors. Like, everything just goes really well.
It doesn't get better, get better. It doesn't get
Alright guys, that is everything for this week's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you try any of these out, please send them to my Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!